If you feel like everyone around you is moving forward with their lives and you're somehow stuck in the same place, this video is for you. I don't know anyone in their late 20s or early 30s who hasn't had the moment where they look around and they quietly think, what am I doing wrong? People younger than you are getting married, buying houses, having kids, starting businesses, and you are just trying to keep your head above waters. And even when you're doing your best, showing up, surviving, working, it still feels very much like you're falling behind. Now, that feeling can be really heavy. I've been feeling this a lot lately, watching friends, colleagues, people that I grew up with achieve milestones, while I feel like I'm still figuring out the basic things of life. And for a long time, I genuinely believed that feeling behind meant that I had failed, meant that I was a failure. Like I had missed some important life memo that somehow everyone else seemed to have gotten. I think one of the hardest parts of feeling behind is that it doesn't even just start from inside you. It usually starts when you look around. You see engagement rings, baby announcements, new homes, promotions. You see people settling into lives that seem stable and certain. And meanwhile, you're doing a lot of invisible work, emotional work, survival work, rebuilding work. You're learning how to stand on your own, how to regulate your emotions, how to keep going even when you get tired. And you know the painful part? Nobody claps for that. Nobody congratulates you for holding yourself together. Nobody celebrates you for starting over quietly. But that doesn't mean that it doesn't count. What I slowly started to realize is that feeling behind doesn't always mean that you're late. Sometimes it just means that you are on a different timeline. A timeline that includes rebuilding, unlearning, healing, starting again. And those things don't look impressive on social media. You probably have figured out by now. But there's still progress. A lot of us didn't fall behind because we were careless or lazy. We fell behind because life asked us to pause. Some of us had to relocate. Some of us had to support family. Some of us have had to work through emotional exhaustion, instability, or loss. Some of us spent years just trying to feel okay again. And you know the truth? Those years don't come with milestones that you can post. They don't come with applause. But somehow they still shape you and they still matter. So if you're feeling behind, it doesn't mean that you are lazy or that you're careless or reckless. It doesn't also mean that you lack ambition. It usually just means that you've been carrying a lot more than people can actually see. And comparing that journey to someone else's straight path is extremely unfair to yourself. Very, very unfair to yourself. We need to start giving ourselves grace. We all still do it, myself included, but we really need to start giving ourselves grace. I've been trying to ask myself different questions lately. Not why am I not there yet, but what has this season been asking of me? And who am I becoming while I'm waiting? Because becoming emotionally grounded, resilient, and self-aware, they might not look impressive now, but I do know it's going to matter later. If this phase of your life feels slow, lonely, or uncertain, you are not broken, you are becoming. And you know what? You don't need to rush a life that you actually have to live. If this video made you feel even a little bit understood, then you're not alone here.